I wonder what it's like now.
Right after all that, I was trying
after the Weinsteins and Metoo stuff, because you will like lose your entire career
if you even like hint at it.
So here's a real question, Gabrielle. Being that you have such an extensive amount of experience in Hollywood.
Oh yes, so much.
Did any of your roommates who were models and would go on castings and stuff like that all the time, did they ever tell you that they got turned out by like a photographer or like anything like that? Were they ever expected to do?
I never heard any stories like that from them. It's not to say it didn't happen. You know, one of them in particular was of a promiscuous nature.
DTF.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that though from them specifically.
I feel like if anyone tried that with Taylor, she would have never gone for that.
No. Hell
like,
no, not
never.
in a million years.
She's like, I'll just use her real name because like there's no way she would have been like got into the photographer. They're all, you know, I've got a real nice spread for you as long as you spread for me. She'd be like, how about I go to the fucking cops, guy?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she probably would have, yeah.
Yeah. The other one, she just would have needed like a little. She would have been like,
Might have been.
Is this like something that people do? They're all, yeah. She's like,
okay, then.
All right, I'll pretend to be a little bit like, you know, apprehensive, but go ahead. Yeah, I wonder what it's like now.
Right after all that, I was trying
after the Weinsteins and Metoo stuff, because you will like lose your entire career
if you even like hint at it.
Well, no, just if like, you know, if people say that you did it, like, you're done, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even like leave room for interpretation because everyone sides with the victim.
And in all honesty, like, I'm gonna say something very probably controversial, but
a first for you.
I think that you got rid of a few real nasty motherfuckers, right?
I'm sure.
And then I think you also kind of broke the machine, because if you're telling me that there are not a lot of beautiful actresses who would love the option of just fucking some hot casting director in order to get on the movie, or like, you know, there
were some women that worked
like,
that system,
some good looking agent, and they're like, you know, we want priority. Like, if they don't care, like if they don't care about having sex with randos, they're like, well, now I can't, like, now they've changed the game, and
pulled that card out of
now I have to like aggressively try to throw at it instead of it just being automatic. And like the dudes, of course, are like, are you serious? I can't fucking actresses anymore. What the hell's the point of being in this business?
Last night before a movie watch, Jeremy Piven.
Dude.
What happened with him?
Jeremy Piven, I saw him talk about this. Like, he got like Hollywood blackballed completely.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, the only like real accusation that ever went at him was one of these ones where this chick tagged, it was just at the absolute height of Me Too. And she tagged him in a thing where she was like, oh, how come tag Jeremy Piven grabbed my ass on the set of Tag Entourage? How come tag HBO is allowing this tag? She tagged everybody in it.
Yikes.
And, unless I am unaware of like other things that went around about him, that was the only one that I saw publicly.
And he hasn't been in like any.
And he's so talented. He's
so funny.
Like, I'm curious, dude.
If he's done anything.
I'm curious if I'm like missing that. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, Hollywood is welcome. Okay, here we go. This is interesting, actually. Hollywood has welcomed Jeremy Piven back, but his accusers haven't forgotten. As the lead in the sports drama Sweetwater. Oh, awesome. He's back, dude. I didn't know that. I don't even know.
Look at that. How
what's
timely.
Sweetwater, dude?
I don't know. That was from 23.
The number of women who accused him of sexual misconduct want answers. Okay, I am good enough at reading people to tell you that he's just a pussy hound. Like, this is not a guy who
wasn't trying to be malicious.
No, not at all. He's just a fast talking dude that likes to fuck. You know what I mean? And he was used to having. Okay, so was accused of sexual assault and misconduct. 8 women. That sounds about right. If it's like the moment where you can get famous by just accusing.
Me too.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. And they're like, it's like, well, what happened with him? It's like, well, he said
whatever she said, same thing.
It's like he said that he would help me with my acting, and when I went to his house, we ended up having sex instead. You're all, You went to Jeremy Piven's house for acting lessons and were shocked when he tried to fuck you?
What think was going to happen, ma'am?
Like, that was one of the main things. Let's read this actually real quick and then I'll make that point. So Piven has denied any impropriety and referred to himself as collateral damage of the Me Too movement. I don't doubt that even a little bit, dude. He said, when you're on stage doing stand up, you're in your truth. Because in my truth, I have nothing to hide. So you can't look for justice and spend your life pining away at that type of stuff. Oh, no, he did not. He said, like the great Martin Luther King. You fucking dare bring up Martin Luther King, guy. Come on,
one
dude.
and the same.
Come on.
Wow.
He said, I know that your producers or someone is looking for a soundbite, but it's not about that. It's about taking ownership of your life. Okay, good job. He knew like where they're trying to go. He said, I didn't have a lot of balance in my life. He's like, I was just acting, printing money, and fucking girls, dude. And more power to him, dude. Why, you know. Okay, Amy Meador, one of Piven's accusers, told Rolling Stone that the actor's resurgence is drumming up old trauma. Oh, sure, as opposed to you recognizing, oh my God, I can get back in. Yeah. Old trauma that she is trying to move past. She accused him of biding his time and waiting for the general public to forget about the allegations before. Okay, so he blew the whole thing off. He thought, I'm going to ride it out, and kept his head down. Well, did he commit a fucking crime?
What else are you supposed to do?
Did he commit a crime?
That's his job. He's an actor. He's supposed to get back in Hollywood.
In total, okay, so let's see exactly what she said he did, because I am very, very curious.
Now we're invested.
Yep. I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to read it to you guys.
Okay.
She says that her encounter with Piven happened 20 years ago in 1995. Fuck you. She said she didn't report to the police then, and the statute of limitations around. I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel regretful. I couldn't come forward sooner. So I could have protected some of the girls who got hurt after me. Jeremy Piven fired back. Let me begin by saying that the accusations against me are absolutely false and completely fabricated. I would never force myself on a woman. I believe him 100%.
I do too.
Period. I have offered to take a polygraph. I agree. I believe him. I keep asking myself, how does one prove something didn't happen?
Exactly.
What I am not able to do is speculate as to the motivations of these women. As a human being, I feel compassion for the victims of such acts, but I am perplexed as to the misdirection of anger with false allegations against me, and hope they do not just detract from the stories that should be heard. We seem to be entering dark times. Allegations are being printed as facts, and lives are being put in jeopardy without a hearing, due process, or evidence. I hope we can give people the benefit of the doubt before we rest our judgment. Continuing to tear each other down, destroy careers based on mere allegations, not productive on any level. I hope we can use. Yeah. Okay. So he just was like, "Hi, common sense."
Yeah.
And she said, he said showed passed a lie detector test. She said everything here is a lie. Everything here is an absolute bold-faced lie. Oh, really? Why don't you go take a fucking lie detector test?
I bet actors, I do believe him, but I bet that really good actors could easily pass a polygraph.
Okay, what did she say?
Because a polygraph only reads changes in your whatever. Like if you go into character and your character didn't do or did do whatever they're trying to prove with a polygraph, do you not think it would be very easy for them to control their...
So this is the one that did the thing that I was talking about. Okay, this is the one who did that tweet. He assaulted me in 2009, they're not even showing the tweet because it's such a joke. She didn't even say that they even hooked up, dude.
Huh.
And the HBO, we reviewed our records and did not receive a single complaint about Jeremy Piven on Entourage.
Not a single complaint.
Yeah. It's like...
I'm sure they can't say the same thing for most actors.
Yeah, dude. This is ridiculous, dude.
Joke. Yeah, he's great. Like, I miss that guy on the screen. We should go watch Sweetwater or whatever it was.
Absolutely. I just watched...
New show or movie.
I just watched the reason he was on the top of mind was I just watched this movie the other day that you walked in on. I told you it's called... I Melt With You, or I Melt When I'm With You, or something. And it's a movie about him and his three best friends who go on these annual trips. Crazy. And they get annihilated, just do drugs, and like hang out with strippers or whatever.
Boys trip on steroids.
And literally watching it, and I said to Gabrielle, I'm like, dude, this is like what me and my buddies do. And she's like, oh, cool. Tell me how it ends up going. And all of a sudden, that was like, all of a sudden,
it goes somewhere real dark.
70% of the way through the movie,
Don't give it away.
No, they should not watch it.
Okay.
It's a movie from 2012. Dude.
Okay, all right, fine.
70% of the way the movie.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. One of the guys who lost his wife hangs himself in the bathroom, and you're like, Jesus,
well, that came out of nowhere.
What in the fuck? And apparently, 25 years previous, they had made some suicide pact that, like, if they did not do blah blah blah, and if then one of them dies, they all die. And it's like, and then Jeremy Piven is a stockbroker, and he just got caught having embezzled a bunch of money, and the FBI is waiting for him at home, and so he's like, I can't handle it, I can't face it, and so he has one of his other buddies suffocate him to death, and then this other guy, it's nuts. They all kill themselves. I was like, Jesus,
what a great film.
I am baffled by the direction.
Now our gardeners are here.
Of course, do you see my eyes? I was like.
Today is the loudest day ever. And that's saying a lot because I live with this guy who is not a quiet human.
Yeah, but it's like background noise. It's like not entertaining like I am.
Your noise is not entertaining
funny
to
like
me.
I am. It's not, it's not like you hear it and you're like, that sounds like something I'd like to have sex with. It's just
that's exactly what I think
noise.
every time I hear you making noise.
Noise.
All the time.
Noise. God. Sounds like Gabrielle's. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, what?
Sounds like Gabrielle's vibrator is where I was going with that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anywho, so Jeremy Piven's a stud, and
he should be in more things.
Right, and people should not be,
and the Me Too
doing
movement.
Me Too false allegations.
That's crazy.
But anyway, I mean, I don't know, dude. I can't imagine what. Like, especially like when these things happened so long ago, and a lot of times you were fucked up. Like, I've thought about this a million times. If like one of these rando girls I banged like in college, like was all, yeah, I didn't want it. Like, and I'd be like, wait,
you did?
And I'm like,
yeah.
Who is that girl? And it's like, wait, that's that AGD girl that like I hooked up with once. And I'd be like, wait, what happened? That I'd be like, that was the night we were like dancing at that place. I would be like, what the fuck? I don't even fucking remember that. You know what I mean? You'd be like, I don't remember that. I know I would never do that no matter whatever, but I don't really remember that very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be so, it's a nightmare.
For sure.
A nightmare.
A nightmare that a lot of people lived.
But what if like the girl really didn't want it? I mean, not, and in your mind, it's like, oh, she's because like I just did like, and I'm not saying this is ever anything on my resume, but I think about now because I have daughters. Of like a girl just kind of goes along with it because it's like, I don't want to like make any waves, but in their mind they're like, I don't really want to be doing this,
Yeah.
And it's like, because just
that for sure happens.
For sure that happens, of course. And it's like, I don't know. I mean,
raise strong, confident women who can say no, and raise polite gentlemen who say okay.
Yeah, I mean I don't think that there's a high likelihood that there's any of that actually on my resume, just because of the way that like I like pulled girls in I was funny, and like so the girls that were gravitating were like loudmouth girls, like girls that would like interact and be fun, like laugh at my jokes, which is way less likely it's going to be some meek girl that's all, I don't want to be doing this, like that. That's doesn't true.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's like, and you know how like the colleges, it's like you have to get verbal, like verbal permission.
Like a contract.
But at the same time, like how would anyone know if that happened anywhere? You're
exactly.
like afterwards, you're all, she said I could. I said, can I take off your underwear? She said yes.
They need like a co-signing app with like videos. People are like, I consent to this. Could you imagine?
Record it.
You're in the moment. You're like, hold on. I got to get out my app. I'm going to need to record a video. Say you're not under duress. Like, what a way to kill the mood.
I know. But like but the thing is the way they've set the rules, even if you've consented and you're in the process of having sex, if the girl's all, well, yeah, we did start having sex, but then I changed my mind. And you're like, so what did you say?
I think that's fair.
Sure. But it's like, okay, so then what'd you say? And she's like, well, I just said maybe we should stop. And you're like, okay, and then he didn't stop, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like,
there's a lot of gray area.
You are in fucking an area. I don't want to be the judge. Much like, even if I know everything that happened, it's like, I mean, fuck, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is to be an agent, so that you can say to the girl that it's like, do you want this part? Yes or no? Yes, I do. We are gonna fuck then. I don't think I'm down with that. That's fine. I'm not the agent for you. Like, I am not the right agent. I fuck all my clients.
Wow.
You know?
That's the only way to do it.
I remember when Megan Fox, she got in a jam because she said in an interview about Transformers that Michael Bay would probably lose his insurance coverage because of the stunts that he has his main actors doing. She was saying it like a joke, you know, like she's all, dude, he would probably like lose it because like the crazy stuff he had us do.
Right.
And Michael Bay and them were like, you fucking idiot. Like, cause like
you can't say that.
Like they really got in trouble with the insurance. So she was like kind of halfway blackballed, you know? And then she was back and she was starring in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as April O'Neil. And I remember reading an interview and she's like, watching an interview and she's like, me and Michael had to sit down. She's like, we talked and we figured it out. And the way she said it, I was like, that very much, if I was her husband and I watched her say that, I would be like, I think my wife fucked Michael Bay. Like, it was like, this is not like, you know, sex brain. Like, I like watched it. It was like very, very like.
It's one way to settle a dispute.
Yeah, it's true, dude. Let's like.
She had an interview maybe at Coachella or something, giving advice on dating. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Found it.
You know, they're having a single summer and they need some advice from you. How are we tackling this single era?
I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice because my advice is like, just learn a skill or develop a hobby and do not waste your energy on boys.
Honestly.
All they're going to do is drain you. Just move on. Invest in yourself.
You've been always...
I love her. I don't know if I'm the one to be giving advice on this.
She's like, right now I'm going through a breakup and I hate men. And I actually just wrote a poem book about I hate men. Hi, I hate men. I hate men. Like that. Gabrielle, the people really want to know if Megan Fox was down to jump in with me and you, what do you think about that?
I can respect a beautiful woman. I think she's objectively beautiful, but like the thought of just, no.
What if she just wanted to give you a massage while you're naked?
I mean, I've had a massage from women.
While they were also naked?
No. I mean,
while I massaged her while she's naked.
But I wouldn't be like into it.
What if you knew I was into it? She massages you, I massage her.
I feel like I don't like that.
Jeez Louise, not even with her blue hair?
Especially not with her blue hair.
Her cosmic blue hair.
Remember the kids' PE teacher who I put like some pink in the girl's hair just for fun? Yeah. And he says to them, this is one of the benefits of living in Texas. He's like, pink-haired people are the enemy.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, check it out. This is one of those ones. Me and Michael Bay are BFF. It's like, all right.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, I love you.
Love you back.
And can you say hi to my daughter, Carrie?
Hey, Carrie, time for bed.
Okay, Megan, if opportunity presents itself, would you make a return to the Transformer franchise, or has that ship sailed? And also, why did you decide to work with Michael Bay again?
You guys famously made up.
Yeah, we made up. I think I would, for a cameo or something like that. I think that franchise has probably moved so far into different universes with different actors and stuff that wouldn't make sense, but I'm not against it. And thank you. And I wanted to do Ninja Turtles. I was a huge fan of it. And at that point, Michael and I were really good. I mean, I get invited to his Christmas parties.
Nice. I love that.
We're BFFs.
That's great.
Fine.
Who made the first?
Was that little tongue action
move in the
there?
reconciliation?
I did.
You did?
I did, yeah. I felt like, I was young when a lot of that was happening, and I always...
Whoa, she said Michael Bay's a predator?
There's that clickbait.
Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you'll know next time me and my beautiful wife put out more episodes of Play with Matches.